You think you know what you're eating, but if you really stop and think about it, maybe you actually don't. Sometimes, a tiny food that looks simple on the outside can hide a much bigger story on the inside. Well then, today, we're going to talk about one of those foods. Something small, simple, and familiar, yet filled with a surprisingly big story behind it. Welcome back to my channel. Now let's dive into today's delicious story. Did you know that the French fries sold at places like KFC, McDonald's, and Burger King aren't actually French food? Yep. The only French thing about them is the name. They were actually created in a completely different country. And today, I'm going to tell you the real story behind French fries. The story starts back in the 1680s, in a small village called Meuse Valley in Belgium. The people there mostly survived by eating fish they caught from the river. But during winter, that became a huge problem. Why? Because the river would completely freeze over. No fish, no food. So they had to come up with another idea. Then one person had a simple thought. What if we take potatoes, cut them into long pieces like fish, and fry them instead? And guess what? It actually worked. They were tasty, crispy, and filling too. And just like that, this potato recipe was born into the world. So, if Belgium was the country that invented fried potatoes, then why are they called French fries? Well, here's what happened. Even though Belgium is one country, it's almost like two different countries inside one. There's Flanders in the north and Wallonia in the south. People in the north mainly spoke Flemish, which is very close to Dutch, but people in the south spoke French. And it was the people from the south who created fried potatoes.
But even though the people in the South spoke French, they weren't the ones who called them French fries. They actually called them pommes frites. Because in French, potatoes are called pommes de terre. So even the people who invented fried potatoes called them pommes frites, which means who actually gave them the name French fries? Well, let's find out. Back in 1917, during World War I, American soldiers came to Belgium. While they were there, French-speaking Belgian people gave the American soldiers some fried potatoes to eat. For the American soldiers, this was a completely new food, so they asked, "What is this?" And the Belgian people replied, "Pommes frites." But the American soldiers didn't understand French. The only thing they understood was that the name was being said in French. So after the war ended and they returned to the United States, they didn't forget to take pommes frites with them. But when they introduced it in America, they called it French fries. And that's how pommes frites, or fried potatoes, ended up getting the name French fries. After that, fast food giants like McDonald's started making French fries hugely popular. Then, after the 1950s, frozen fries technology came in. Now, fries could be made faster, easier, and much cheaper. And just like that, French fries became famous all around the world. So yeah, French fries are actually a Belgium invention. And the name happened because the Americans didn't understand French. Even today, people in France still say, "Those aren't ours. They belong to Belgium."
So next time you eat French fries, remember this. The name may be French, but they were actually born in Belgium. And if you know any fun food stories like this, drop them in the comments below. For more tasty stories like this, make sure to subscribe and stay with us.